Hi, good morning. Today is 26th July 2023, Wednesday. So I here again come with a new podcast. Last Wednesday, which was 19th July, I could not record a podcast because I was using SoundCloud for my podcast to host the music. To host the audio of my podcast, but I was using a free subscription and the space got finished. So um, I did not have any option where to upload the audios. And in my website, I do not have any option to simply upload the audio. So I could not record the podcast last Wednesday. Then I thought that uh, moving forward, I will be uploading a podcast using YouTube. So I mentioned this in a note um, for 19 July Wednesday. So moving forward, I will be hosting podcast using YouTube. So I hope every one of you, whoever is listening to the podcast, or whoever, yeah, this is not a live, so whoever is listening to the podcast, I hope you're having a nice time. You're enjoying your time, and you're also having a good time at work. We do not usually have like not very often like have good time at work, but sometimes obviously we do have good time. So um, I hope you have a good time. Okay, so today's podcast is on founding a company. So most of us, those who are like business minded, or um, those who um, those who are working, and after working, while working, they realize that um, I want to open a company. Many in today's time, most of the most of most of them, those who are working professionals, they dream of opening a company. I also had the same dream when I was working in a company. I also used to think that I will be having my own business. So today's podcast is on founding a company. Founding a company, when I founded a company, I founded it was like that I want to do a business, or I want to open a company. That was the idea. That was in my mind, to open a business or to open a company. In the company, the process that I was working on with two other colleagues from the same process, we opened our company. So it was what we were doing before. The company that we opened, it was same as what we were doing before. So there wasn't any new thing. But I think, not not really I think, but it's going towards opening a startup. Okay, listen to it. But not really opening a startup, but kind of. So I think that founding a company should be like, say, I do not have any idea of, or any thought of opening a company. Then I one day I'm say, imagining that I'm working. I'm a working professional. And I'm happy with the job. I do my regular work. It's all is good with my work life. I have no thoughts of opening a company or no thoughts of getting into business. Then one day, suddenly I got an idea of something, of some, of maybe, say, since I'm related to work, say I'm a working professional, so I'm involved into work, in work culture. So thinking with that, something came into my mind. Maybe, yeah, this kind of thing should be there. To give you an example, say, let's take e-commerce for an example. My The company that I founded, the second company that I founded, the name of the company is Urban Timer E-commerce Solutions Private Limited. So imagining that I'm working in a e-commerce industry. I'm working in e-commerce industry, and maybe I'm a programmer, and I realized that there is something that can be made, which can, you know, be benefited, be benefit for the e-commerce industry, or the e-commerce websites, all the e-commerce websites they have, if they implement that thing, what I thought of, the idea that I got, can be good for the website, for the users, good for the whole e-commerce. I mean, for the customers as well, for the business as well. So being a programmer, I got this idea. So I thought, yeah, it's a good idea, and this thing is missing. This thing is not there. This should be there, because this can, if this thing is there, then the customer can be benefited in many ways. The business can be benefited in many ways, and this thing should be there. What I thought of. So then, now say that I thought of this. Now this is my idea. Now obviously, if I thought of this, chances are that maybe other people did not think of it. And even if, say, other people did think of it, I do not know about it. And I strongly believe that this thing that I thought of, or that the idea that I discovered, should be there in the e-commerce industry. So, and I'm happy with my work life. I'm happy with my job. I do not have any thought of opening a company or getting into business. Now, the idea came, okay, yeah, it's really a good idea. It should be there. Now, I do not have any thought of opening a business. So I carried on with my life. Then again, the thought came back. The thought that I thought of, the idea that came about the e-commerce thing, that again came back. Obviously, it's not that one time I thought and I did not think of implementing it, or I did not think of opening a business and it just went away. The thought again came. Maybe I can, let it go. Maybe I just thought when the thought came second time, maybe I just thought a little bit on it, and again it went, because it was not my thing to open, to implement this, because I'm working and I'm happy with everything. It's just a thought came, the thing should be there. So it came and it went away, the thought went away. It's like I'm letting it go. Then maybe the thought again came after some days. Okay, so when the thought again came, maybe then now I'm starting to think, okay, or that one thing got added to my thought, that okay, let's implement it. Let's implement it. It should be there, because the point is that the thing that I've thought of should be in the e-commerce industry, should be there. And that thing, I strongly believe that it should be there, because it will be benefited for the business, for the customers as well. It's a very important thing, or it's a very good thing that I thought of. Why should I let it go? I should implement it, because it will be helping. It will be helping the industry. It will be helping the e-commerce businesses. It will be helping the customers, those who use e-commerce. So because of this, now this thing got added to my thought, that let's implement it. Okay. Now, being a programmer, like I said, I do not have any idea, any thought of opening a business or getting into business, because I'm happy with my life, with my job. Now, maybe I will think that, okay, then let's create an e-commerce website. Or how I will implement it. I will have to either, share this idea with someone from the those who is interested to implementing it. That thing I can do, but I may not want to do that, because I believe that since I got the idea, and I think that I should be doing it good. If I share it with if I let other people implement it, that person may not implement it well. So that this thought may get discarded because of letting it other people implement it, letting it other person implement it, who wants to get into business, or who wants to who is a business minded, or who want to implement this. So this thought may get discarded, because I think that I should do it good. If I give it to other people, that person may not implement it well. That person may not do it well. So it should be waste. So then I may think, okay, I know programming, so let's open a website. Let's open an e-commerce website, and let's implement this. Or if it is related to a solution, the idea that I got is solution. It's a solution that will e-commerce solution that will bring a benefit to the e-commerce industry. Okay. So okay. So then the idea of opening a website is not right, because for a solution to implement, if I just open an e-commerce website, if I just create an e-commerce website, then it's like the idea is just sticked to my e-commerce website. So no, I won't be opening, I won't be creating e-commerce website. Then let's create this as a solution, this as a software, and let e-commerce industry use it, or distribute it to the e-commerce industry. The solution that I will create in the form of a software or an application, and I will distribute and I will get the software or application into the e-commerce industry. So yeah, this idea sounds good. This sounds good. So let's do that. Then maybe I will start programming it. I'm a working professional. Maybe the free time that I have after doing the work, I will start working on the application. I will start programming the application, and I will create the application. Okay, I'll create the application. I'll test it. Okay, what I have thought of, I'll create the application the way I have thought of, and then I will implement it. And yeah, I will check and everything. And yeah, it's good. How I have thought of, I have made it that way. So it's good. So what I've thought of, I created, and it's a good thing. Now it's with me. Now how do I distribute it? I can upload in e-commerce. I can upload in as an open source, or I can just let the application be um, as an open source. I just let the people whoever need this application, they can, the programmers or the those who create websites or applications for e-commerce, they can find this, and they can make use of it. They can make use of the application. That way I can upload the application in the internet, and people from the e-commerce industry can use it. That one thing I can do. Now if I do that, maybe yeah, that is fine, that I uploaded it, and whoever needs it, they can they can use it. Now at times it can also be that there are many applications for which I cannot let it live for open source, because see, I can, if I want, I can let the application be open source, free. Another is the paid application. Now there can be two things. The paid thing exists. It's not just because people can make money, but also because that thing should be paid. It does not fall into the category of open source. Now the solution that I developed, maybe it does not fall into the category of open source. It has to be in the paid category. Now I have to list it with some money. I have to keep some price for this application. Those who need that application, they can purchase the application and can use. Or maybe I can use a license system for the application, and people can purchase the license and use the application. Now when the money came into the picture, now I need a trade license for it. Now if I need a trade license, then the business is coming into the picture. Now founding a company is coming into the picture. Then now what I may do is that I may found a software solution company or e-commerce solution company, and list this application, and people can do business. People from the e-commerce industry can do business with my business for this application, the application that I created. So I have to found a company, and I founded a company. A software solution company. Maybe getting more specific, e-commerce solution company, and I list this as my application. And people from the e-commerce industry, they can do business with me and use this solution for their e-commerce business. Now I founded a company. Then I left. Since I founded the company, now I left my job, and I started doing business. I'm not a business person. Like I did not had any idea of opening a business. But now I got into business. I founded the company for the solution, because of the solution that I created. For that, I founded a company. Okay, now I got into business. I have a company. I founded a company. Now, since I was working in the e-commerce industry, I was a programmer in the e-commerce industry. I'm from the e-commerce industry. So, I then again, after other solutions, I started getting ideas for other solutions, and started slowly my company started producing many applications, many solutions for the e-commerce industry. So slowly the company started getting big, and the solution that I founded, it's good. Now here, the company that I founded, I did not found the company because I want to get into business or I want to make money. I founded the company because I felt that the solution, the idea that I got, it needs to be there. If I do not do it, then other people, since I got the idea, I don't know other people got the idea or not. So if I do not implement the idea, if I do not bring this to the idea into reality, then it may not come. So forced me this forced me to open the company. This forced me to open the business, found the business, get into business. So, and I was not into business minded. I was happy with my the job that I was doing. Then my focus in my company or business, not business, let's say my focus in my company is on the product that I develop, the solution that I develop. And since the first solution that I developed, it was based on the idea or thought that it should be there because the solution will bring benefit to the e-commerce industry, the benefit to the business and to the customers as well. So I founded the company. So the other applications that will follow after that will also follow the same thought process or same mindset that the solutions that I develop, the solutions that the company that I founded develop, it brings benefit to the e-commerce industry. It brings benefit to the customers as well as the businesses. So it's not because that I'm developing or creating application for the money. It's not that money making business mind, but it's bringing solution to the people. It's bringing solution to the customer. It's bringing solution to the industry. So that way, the company is strong because what I am producing is valuable. It's helping people. It's helping the industry. Money is second thing for the company that I founded. Money is there. Money is one of the thing. May not even be second thing. Money is one of the thing in the business. But the primary thing is that the company that I founded brings solutions that helps people, that brings benefit to people, the industry or the e-commerce business as well as the customer. So it's strong. It's different. It's different than the other businesses. Maybe I will enjoy working because I was not into business minded. Maybe I was not into business minded because my desire was never to make money from business. My desire was never to make money or earn money. Earn money in the sense like that idea that I will be making so much money. I will be having so much money. I will be doing that, or I will be. I want to say that the money making mindset. The people, those who have money making mindset. I need to make money because I want to purchase car, or maybe I want to purchase a house. I want to purchase travel. I want to fulfill my desires. For that I want to make money. It's not that, but it's the fun. It's the I enjoy. It gives me satisfaction. It gives me that good feeling when I produce, when the company that I founded produces applications or softwares that helps the industry, helps the e-commerce industry, helps the people, helps the business, helps the customers. So that brings the happiness. That brings me happiness, not the money. So this is today's podcast all about. That founding a company should be not for not should be thinking that uh, I want to get into business, I want to make money. Not thinking from that point of view, but from the point of view that when I uh, uh, found a company, that company I enjoy. I enjoy uh, running the company, or I enjoy um, doing the work that my company does. It's more like the idea of this podcast, that founding a company, what I said, is more like uh, maybe entrepreneurship, or um, a startup can be yeah, startup also should be based on this idea only, this kind of idea only. But startup the startup, as we know, can be, I mean, if we open a business nowadays, the term is like that. If you open a business, it's a startup. I have in my notepad where I note topics for podcast. I have one topic for startup. I have one topic for entrepreneurship. So I'll discuss about startup and entrepreneurship in my other podcasts. But this idea somewhere relates to entrepreneurship and startups as well. But I think founding a company should be like this, or else we can also say, like, I'm doing a business, getting into business. I have to earn money, so I need to do business. So I do a business. It's like that kind of a mindset. So that's it about today's podcast. I hope you have enjoyed the podcast. And if you want to say anything, you can share it in the comment, and we can, discuss there. Or we can, do a conversation or start a conversation there. So thank you for listening. You have a nice time. Bye bye, tata.